This is going to be one of my favorite videos. We are doing a tier list of, I think,
22 Will Ferrell movies, I think.
22 Will Ferrell movies. If you didn't know already, now you do. Will Ferrell is me and Zach's favorite comedy actor of all time. He is the GOAT of comedy.
He's my favorite comedy actor. You could debate Will Ferrell versus Adam Sandler. I'm going to tell you Will Ferrell every time. I just think he's hysterical. He could not say anything on screen and I'll laugh.
We got 22 movies here. We're going to start in the bottom right corner. We're going with The Campaign first.
The Campaign, I thought, was a pretty funny movie.
I thought it was good. It definitely wasn't his worst movie.
No, and there's some classic gifs that still survive. It has a little bit of a legacy.
When he slaps the baby.
There's a whole golf meme that goes around. He's like, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't put it in godlike funny, pretty good. I wouldn't put it there.
Are we gonna be tough with these? Do you want to be tough?
I'm gonna be tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him an easy way out here.
I'm gonna say then it's nothing special.
I'm gonna say nothing special too. It's not good. I would watch it.
If it's on TV and I'm passing by it, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it on.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to either.
To me, anything that's pretty good and higher, I'm going to keep on when I pass it on TV.
And Nothing Special it's a good movie, but it's not.
If I had nothing else to watch, I would, but I'm gonna browse around.
I was even thinking of putting it in not good, but it's not good. Next movie we got is Land of the Lost. I actually think very highly of Land of the Lost.
Yeah, this one's an underrated film. It really is. It's not one of his classics that you go to and remember that he was a part of.
No, I mean Land of the Lost, Chaka.
Chaka.
He's with Chaka, Danny McBride, and Land of the Lost. I think it's super underrated. Definitely wouldn't put it godlike. I'm teetering on funny.
I think if we're going to be tough, though, I think a lot of people would say Nothing Special, and we'd say I put it in pretty good.
I'm going to go pretty good as well. I don't think it's Nothing Special. If you haven't watched that movie, it's definitely worth a watch if you're a Will Ferrell fan. All right, next one. Watson and Holmes.
I thought this movie I saw it in theaters on Christmas Day. Probably my least favorite Will Ferrell movie.
I'm going to put it in Eats Pants.
It was a complete miss. There was one part where I hysterically laughed. Outside of that, one of the biggest movies that Will Ferrell bombed in.
I don't even think we have to talk about this one anymore. I haven't even seen it, but from the reviews from you, and I do trust your reviews, I'm going Eats Pants.
Get it?
It Eats Pants. And then we got Daddy's Home. We got Daddy's Home, not Daddy's Home 2. Daddy's Home.
You know what? In these Daddy's Home films, I feel like there were 3 moments throughout the movie where something ridiculous happened and they had to use some sort of animated CGI for him falling down a skateboard ramp and jetpacking through the house or weird stuff like that. It wasn't my favorite.
Definitely wasn't my favorite either. See, this is where it gets tough. It's do I like it better than Campaign?
I'd put it below The Campaign.
I think it's fair to put it in not good.
I'm gonna have to put and people who are watching this that are fans of us and know us, this is hard for us.
We
don't like doing
because
this.
I'll watch any of these movies.
I agree.
All right, so we agree not good. Next one up. This is a fan favorite for you, Zach.
Here it goes.
Kicking and Screaming.
Kicking and Screaming, classic character. One of the best Halloween costumes that I've ever had was Phil Weston and Bianca's son.
Pull up the screenshot here.
Show the screenshot. I'm gonna put this not godlike.
No, it's not godlike. It's gonna fall exactly where it should.
Should it be funny and laugh though, or should it be in the pretty good section?
I think it's worth funny laugh.
He's one of the iconic characters, and once he starts drinking coffee in the movie, it's a little slow. There's a few jokes here and there, and it just takes off.
He gets kicked out of the coffee shop.
So, can I get a half calf?
Half calf? He discovers the half calf.
He goes, Can you make it half caffeinated and half not caffeinated?
You mean a half calf? I think this falls exactly where it should. I don't think that it stands a chance in the godlike, but I think it fits with the funny laugh.
I'm moving it up. Let's move it.
Section.
Let's go.
Next one. I don't even know what this movie is.
This is a mastermind.
Let's just
I'm just gonna
skip
put
it.
I'm not even skipping it. I'm putting it in Eats Pants. If I haven't heard about it, it doesn't deserve to be in the.
That's what I meant by skip it. All right, next one. This one's a little tough. Get Hard with Kevin Hart. They did a nice duo here. Nice duo movie. But it's not anywhere near good.
When I think of this movie, I think of the scene where he gets stabbed in the back in the basement. After they simulate the brawl, the prison fight.
Yeah.
That's the only real scene I can really recall from it. I'm not gonna say it's not good. I put it similarly, maybe to The Campaign.
I was gonna go not good. I mean, you can put it wherever you want.
I'm looking at the movies now as a reference, right?
Yeah,
I put it below The Campaign, but I put it slightly above Daddy's Home, but I say we put it in not good.
I would agree with that. I would put it right below The Campaign and right above Daddy's Home, but there's no section for that, so sorry, Get Hard, you're going in not good.
Can we just throw Daddy's Home 2 in not good?
Yeah, let's just do the same thing.
Does it eat pants? I've never even seen it.
It's actually maybe a little bit better.
Night at the Roxbury.
I've never seen this movie.
Night at the Roxbury, you know, it's a classic. It's a good one. I don't think it's held great shelf life. I'm willing to put it in the nothing special.
I have no input. I've never seen this movie, so I'm solely going off your
All right,
input.
just gonna go there.
Nothing special?
Nothing special.
Okay. All right, next one. Wow, now we're getting to the heavy hitters here.
Boy.
These are some of our favorite movies of all time. We're going Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby. There's too much to say about this movie that we can't say anything. It's one of his best movies. It's arguably his most iconic character. I'm going godlike.
Yeah, I mean, you got to it's a top 3 Will Ferrell.
If that movie is on TV, I'm watching it.
I've done that so many times in my life. Probably seen the movie 20 plus times. I would have to agree with you as godlike.
That's our first godlike. That's our first S tier right there, and I think it's very fair. It's very fitting.
And they're gonna follow it with another fantastic movie.
Oh, wow.
Another one in my top 3 probably with Semi-Pro. How do you not put this in the godlike section? Jackie Moon, sexy Kenna, sexy Kenna. That's the ranking.
Sexy can I just fall?
Love me sexy.
Love you sexy.
Oh God. All right. I feel like I have to put this.
Yeah,
in
I agree.
Too.
It's godlike as well.
And you know what? Both of those. I mean, I did the Talladega Nights Halloween costume. Insert photo right here.
Here.
But the Semi-Pro costume, also a classic. Anything that carries more.
That's more of a classic costume.
If it carries more of an essence outside of just the movie itself,
100%.
has that transferability, then
all right,
I have to take it.
Next one up. I had no idea that Will Ferrell did the Lego movie.
He must have had a small role, and if we're ranking this based off the characters of Will Ferrell,
yeah, we're going Eats Pants.
I'm going Eats Pants.
We don't even have to say
Shout out Lego.
Now these movies are just rolling in because Anchorman is arguably his best movie of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my personal favorite, but actually the second one's also phenomenal.
And my hot take here is that Anchorman 2 is better than Anchorman 1. But we'll get to that.
We'll save that for now.
We'll get to that.
We'll save that for now.
Anchorman, I think, easily is God tier.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably his most
debate.
iconic and recognizable character if you're thinking about it.
If you ask someone, name one character that he was, I think they would say Ron Burgundy before they said, like...
They would, probably, but there's also another character, and it's our next movie here.
Oh yeah, this is...
Buddy the Elf.
That's probably what they would say. We can just go ahead and just put it there.
I don't know.
You have to, because you can't argue. It's the best Christmas movie of all time. Average people say that, not even like Will Ferrell.
But so many people also think it's overrated. And I wouldn't say it's overrated, but I think if you're putting it, like,
If you put Buddy the Elf in the same tier as Kicking and Screaming, that's blasphemy.
That's where I would put it.
That's blasphemy.
It is a great movie. It's a classic.
All right, you get one overrule.
Is this?
And I'm using my overrule.
You're gonna overrule until
I'm overruling you.
Okay.
And I think people will agree with me.
I don't
Buddy
know.
the Elf.
I'm a Grinch. That's why. I like the holiday season, but I don't love it. And
if there's people out there that respect the opinion here, you gotta stand up for Brian here.
Okay.
Right.
We'll put it in the godlike tier.
What is this next movie?
This is like a game house.
All right, get out of here.
Eats pants.
You just
Eats
an
pants.
entire pair of jeans,
Like corduroy pants. Like not even normal pants.
like cargos
With
the metal buttons.
and pockets. Disgusting.
Ugh, you disgust me.
All right, next one. Obvious. I don't even want to talk about it. This is, again, a top 3 film for me.
Yeah, this might be the. I just keep saying it. It might be the best.
It is. I mean, it's phenomenal. Let's just Step Brothers. Just gotta go there.
We'll just put it there.
Stranger Than Fiction.
This wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't a great movie.
I'm thinking between Nothing Special and Not Good.
I am too. I would give it enough credit to go with Nothing Special.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's not good.
We can move it there.
This one's tough. It teeters. Like if we weren't being so tough, it would easily go in godlike.
Yes, but Chaz Michael Michaels is figure skating.
I hate your problem.
This just goes to show you how good Will Ferrell is.
I know, he has so many characters. Name another comedy actor that has this many S-tier movies.
No, I mean, maybe you could say Adam Sandler, but Adam Sandler plays very similar characters in every one. Like, these are all different.
Wide variety.
Oh, I'm looking ahead, too. I'm looking at the other guys.
Yeah, it's like...
just, like, trying to...
If you're looking at the other guys, I think it's below the other guys.
Okay, I could get behind that. So, Funny and Laugh, Blades of Glory. In my opinion, I would put Blades up in front of Elf.
I know. I mean, I would, too, for the comedy, but I think that as a movie...
It's fair.
The other guys.
okay. I'd put this in godlike.
This is probably one of the funniest movies in the past 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it hit just at the end of the cusp of them making great
My
comedy movies.
favorite scene is when he goes off on Mark Wahlberg and he goes, I have developed a breathing apparatus. You're a lion and I'm a tuna. I'm a 200-pound tuna and I've developed a breathing apparatus. I've taken over your lion family and you're beat.
There's despots. There's even
Despots.
When he
You got
goes
Peacock. Oh, Peacock.
when he talks
Gator's
about
got
yeah
me.
Gator when he talks
That's a trending sound right now.
Is it when he talks back
Gator
about
means
Gator?
cat.
It's too good.
Yeah, that's a classic movie.
I might go watch that movie tonight.
I know, I really want to. I might do it. I think I'm going to.
All right, 3 more movies here. We got
These
Zoolander.
ones are tough. Zoolander's a good movie.
It is good, but
he's not the main role either.
he's not. And honestly, like when it's like I don't think it's that funny. This movie, like I think it's nothing. I think it's in the nothing special section.
I would go pretty good.
I mean, I could lean towards pretty good, but like honestly,
I think it's better than the 3 movies that we have in Nothing Special.
But we're talking about Will Ferrell.
We are,
Right?
we are.
And like, although he plays a pretty good character in it,
We are.
it's smaller.
You're right.
It's nothing. It's
You're
nothing
right.
special to me for a
You're
Will Ferrell
wrong.
movie.
You put it there.
Old school.
Such a good movie.
Such
many
a good
classic
movie. Lines. When he gets shot with the dart.
So at the party?
Yeah. And he goes.
Oh
streaking
my
in the
god,
movie.
maybe just for that.
Is this in Godlike though?
It's close.
Or putting it in like the Blades of Glory.
Oh, I feel like it's right in between.
I feel like we gotta put in the Blades of Glory. It's such a classic and I love it. It's funny and I laugh, but
I can agree with that.
because he's not
so
like the
close.
center of attention in the movie.
It's so close.
There's a lot of characters in that movie. I'm gonna say it's
It
funny
is.
and
It
laugh.
is very close though.
And then where we put in Anchorman too.
I put it in Godlike.
I would easily put it
If
in
we're
Godlike.
putting Anchorman 1 in
The first
there.
17 minutes of Anchorman 2 are one of the fun, and even later in the movie when he goes blind,
I'm blind.
and then they have Dobie the shark.
Oh.
They have the big fight scene.
Dobie. I think that Anchorman 2 is funnier than Anchorman 1.
It's so good. Just every moment of that movie, every scene.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic movie. The scene where it's slow-mo in the RV, it's just fantastic. Let's take a look at this list. I think it's really accurate.
Would you move any of them?
I would leave the Eats Pants. Those all suck. Not good, I think, is fair. I think we were a little tough on Get Hard. Nothing Special is pretty good, I think. I think the only one is Zoolander, but I think it's fair because he's not the center of attention in that movie. I'm trying to think. Stranger Than Fiction, I might move to not good. We did it. We're going nuts. And then Land of the Lost, I think, is fair. I think those 3 in Funny Laughter are good. Old School, Kicking, Screaming, and Blades of Glory. And then that S tier is unbeatable.
That wraps up the tier list of the Will Ferrell movies. Comment if you agree or disagree where you would rank the movies. Makeshift to the goddamn moon. That's
Stay
a
tuned
wrap.
for the Adam Sandler tier list.
Can't wait.